Um, no, I mean it's such an interesting thing. I mean, I love like the fact that he smokes a cigar, the fact that we do see duck titties in this, the fact
So,
that
so
like
many
there's like
duck
a
titties.
ogling Leah Thompson in panties scene in this, the fact that there's like references to, well, there's a picture of him um, as we don't know what he's doing, whether he's smoking it, but we know that he's growing weed in one of his pictures that we see in Howard the Duck's apartment, you know, at the beginning.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that for a movie that is putatively kind of aimed at kids, this movie does seem like it was trying to confound that line between kiddie and adult. Did you have a sense of that when you were young, Steve, that this was like a little bit raunchy
I
for what
think
it is?
so. I feel like I did. I mean, I was pretty young when I watched it, so I don't know that I really had the perspective. But I mean, I had definitely rewatched it, as I got old, in my teens or whatever through the years, and I think at that point it kind of registered more for me, like what was actually going on in some of the scenes that
Right.
probably went over my head as a kid. Um, but yeah, some of the blanks got filled in, and I would say, yeah, like in my teens, like, oh yeah, that makes more sense. I didn't really know what was going on there, but now I do, and it seems maybe a little inappropriate. But whatever. It was the '80s.
I
Yeah.
mean, I kind of don't you kind of like that though? I mean, in a we I don't know.
Kind of do, yeah.
I guess you wouldn't want to be like with your kid and be surprised by content that's going to be like a whole new topic for them. Like, because kids are pretty savvy now, you know? If you were watching something with one of your kids and it had like raunchy content in it, it might go over their heads or it might not. And you might go, oh, I wonder why they put that joke in there. Especially for a
Yeah.
character like this, it does give the character a little bit of that edge that I think he had in the earlier comic stories where he's kind of an acerbic prick.
Yeah.
It makes it so that even though they niced him up as a character, they kept the idea of what he was doing in the world intact. And what's interesting too is I think that like Tim Robbins and Leah Thompson and Jeffrey Jones are all doing very silly things that feel very like it's like they got the assignment of the tone of like almost look like a comic book drawing, like their
Yeah.
facial expressions and their poses and stuff. And so, and in some ways, it was kind of cringy, and you're like, man, they're really going for it. But in other ways, it's very, I don't know. It's like there is definitely a way of approaching a comic book tone that this movie is trying to take that is heightened.